What's going on, family? All right, welcome to another episode of Melanated Righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Where we believe that doing what's right is right, and it's a consistency of doing what's right that leads unto righteousness. All right. So what's going on, family? I don't know exactly what time of the evening it may be where you're at across this nation, but I just want to say what's up. And I'm been doing I've been addressing a topic of blackness in America. You know what I'm saying? Um, because we got a variety of things going on as far as hashtag ADOS, and even some folks out there that consider themselves black, but they don't want anything to do with ADOS. So I'm just going ahead and putting that out there, and then you got the you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You got the folks out there. They just like whatever. So yeah, I just kind of like wanted to go over some things, before I start getting into the politics of, what I'm saying, of what's going on with the things that we face as black people in this country, because I see there are supposedly working to, I don't know, lower the costs or whatever the government's supposed to be doing for HBCU, and it's kind of like when you look at the studies shows that across the whole nation that blacks only make up 10%, less than 10% of the students at these schools. That's nationwide. So you know what I'm saying, as far as like the cost, or you know what I'm saying, like it's how student debt is going. You know what I'm saying. I don't even know if that's going to really put a big relief on blacks in America. You know what I'm saying. For those who are sending their kids to college, and those who are planning to attend an HBCU. You know what I'm saying. Maybe you have to pay. You're planning to pay your own way through school. I'm just saying these are some of the things that they are talking about. So I'm thinking this is going to be like an overall. I don't know, a rollback, if you will, on college costs at HBCUs. And you're still gonna have to pay it back, but maybe they might have a slight, you can get a discount or something. But yeah. So when you see this type of stuff going on, you can be assured that these candidates that's running for president, they're gonna, this is gonna probably be one of the main subjects they want to talk about when someone wants to question them about minorities, if you would, or you know what I'm saying, blacks in America. They probably won't even say blacks, so or African Americans. Don't be surprised if they don't, but they may say it. So if they do, the first thing they're gonna want to say is, if I'm elected president, then they're gonna have a certain, you know what I'm saying, thing that they want to say that they support. Oh, I support, cutting college costs at HBCUs, or they'll probably have another another thing they may want to address. They probably won't address police brutality. They probably not going to want to address that. They're probably not going to want to say anything about the abuse of 911 calls on blacks in America. They, you know what I'm saying? But it, if it was, someone black doing it, then we probably would get the the full punishment of the law. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, how they do. They'll probably bring up Jesse Smollett. You know what I'm saying? Well, look at this guy. Da 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 da. So hey, you can't say. It's enough. That's just. That to me is another whole topic in itself. You know what I'm saying? Which has nothing to do with police brutality, police being called on African Americans, Black Americans for simply going in restaurants and ordering food, and just going standing in a parking lot talking, or going to the park for that matter. So then maybe they'll probably try to go to, they'll probably want to jump around and say, maybe they try to say something about prison reform or something like that. But I'm saying all this to say that they are definitely would probably not want to say anything about reparations, or if they say anything about reparations at all. And I would say first of all that they should want to say something, but in the event that they don't, I'm gonna maybe say or what some mainstream or whites or Caucasians may be thinking. They'll say, well, you had a black president, and they'll probably be talking about Barack. So I would say, yeah, okay, we had President Obama, and you see, if you're a ADOS, you could see what actually was done. You know what I'm saying? In regards to helping the black community, which was nothing. So that's probably when you would, you know what I'm saying, would say, well, people need to do this and whatever, but I you know what I'm saying, I ain't even vote for him the second term, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you had 4 years, you ain't show me nothing, skip it. But he won anyway, so and he ain't do nothing. So that's when you started like getting a lot of bloggers, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. They were saying that the president should be doing this, or maybe he can do that, and he absolutely, you know what I'm saying, turned a cold shoulder to the black community. Not saying that he's African American, but he's of African descent, and you know what I'm saying. It's like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. If you felt any connection to, or you know what I'm saying, you kind of like could have did some things, you know what I'm saying? Not without even pointing at some of the stuff that you did do, like, you know, it was like going out over the weekend, you know, you come back and say, hey, the president signed something, you know. You come back the next weekend, come back Monday, hey, the president signed something, you know. And so you know, that's, you know, pretty much what we got out of the Obama presidency. You know, we got Obamacare, you know, and that pretty much was it. You know, he took taxpayers' money and bailed out Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and don't forget Chrysler. You know, so you know, it's like don't even try to take me to no wars, cause you know that's I say that's you know thankful to everyone who served. I appreciate your service, but as far as you know President Obama was concerned, I don't his old presidency was just you know song and dance to me. But back to Blackness in America. This is kind of like where we are gaining some of our momentum from, and in detail we are still, you know what I'm saying. You know, you have a large, you know, number of blacks that aren't employed. You have those students who graduate college that are underemployed. You know what I'm saying? For the past, like, what, almost 10 years in this country. You know what I'm saying? So, driving Uber, you know what I'm saying? That ain't even going to put a dent in your college debt, especially if you know what I'm saying, you gotta eat, you gotta have a roof over your head. So, you know, I really wouldn't even consider that employment. Like, you know, we were shown, you know what I'm saying, when it came down to you know what I'm saying, the employment rate, you know, in this country, and things of that nature. So when you look at, you know what I'm saying, the where people stand financially, you know what I'm saying, after, you know what I'm saying, college tuition's debt. You know what I'm saying? If you're in debt, then you know what I'm saying, you're below, you know what I'm saying? If you still owe student loans, then you're in the negative. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about the economy, you know what I'm saying, that's what, you know, some of us are referring to, you know, and you still not even mention how high hospital costs are, and things of that nature, you know. So yeah, we're on reparations, you know what I'm saying. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Tone Talks and Yvette Carnell, you know what I'm saying. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's repping hashtag ADOS, you know what I'm saying. We still on the grind, you know. So you know, just being empowered, you know what I'm saying, and let's keep doing what it do. All right, family, take care. Bye.